Yeah, we are recording.
Okay. So,
we are two friends that have known each other for a long time.
yeah. What, like 9 years?
Oh god, now I feel old.
Yeah.
Asshole.
You're welcome.
And we really like the show, and I'm really obsessive about it. And
True.
Can I say you're more normal?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty basic.
Your words? And so we figured that since we're so cool and fun and awesome, we're gonna watch the show and discuss it and say the shit that we normally do when we watch it, and maybe talk about some psych stuff and some feminist stuff, and I don't know, see if we can throw in ways to establish anarchy and overthrow the government.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like overthrowing the government?
Yeah. Yeah. The CIA guy isn't listening, right?
Hopefully not.
That's fine.
So, it'll be awkward because I'm awkward.
Well, I mean, I'm awkward too.
True. But hopefully it'll be fun.
So by our awkwardness powers combined. Stupid.
It's so stupid. But it works. Hopefully.
Yes!
So our mini challenge is for the bees, apparently.
What about the birds?
Just always get left out.
Oh, so it's like actual bees.
Yeah, do you think they're gonna go to Club Hive after this?
I mean, I would. It's like an all-out brawl.
It's a bee war! They look so ridiculous. I love this.
That would be my, like, full drag. Like, that would be my skill level. And just last week, she said she was, like, the weakest link.
Yeah,
No!
She's so talented.
Would not want to lip sync and get to Gigi.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of talent in terms of lip sync ability.
Oh,
here.
Rue's getting it now. Valid.
I think it means she's the bee's knees. I feel like we haven't had a legit fashion-y themed ball for a while.
Mm-mm. Basketball wife. How would you dress for that?
Like Lizzo with the big t-shirt with the ass cut out.
Yep, for sure. I'm glad your mind went there too.
Yep. That's the only outfit I'd ever want to wear to a basketball game ever again.
What else do you wear to a basketball game?
That.
No offense to anyone that goes to basketball games. I'm just not here for it.
Imagine if you went to a hockey game with that, though.
Oh. Should we do it? Let's go to a wild game.
Give big wild jerseys that just cut out the butt cheeks. I'm trying to like not fuck up my lipstick, so I'm like,
No comment.
like don't suddenly approach it from behind. You know, walk up to it slowly.
That's what she said.
Balls. Balls! So many balls! Everywhere! It's like that time where I broke a mercury thermometer.
Did you really?
It turns into these little metal balls that
Somebody did that in high school, and our, like, school got shut down. Like, we got evacuated.
Oh my god, it's fringe plus balls. I love it. I feel like that's the thing that would bother me the most coming into RuPaul's Drag Race is at first you are, like, always paired in these team challenges.
That's true.
And, like, don't have as much ability to, like, show yourself.
Yeah. I don't like when they have to, like, pick people to be on their team. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I don't like it. It's like high school gym.
Because you're not a messy, dramatic bitch. Uh-oh.
Very confident about it.
That's giving
But,
me
like,
some Vanjie flashbacks when she had all the flowers.
Well, who was it that did the tool challenge? And it was like...
Soju!
Yeah.
Soju! She was just awful. I don't understand how you could come on RuPaul's Drag Race and not know how to construct at least a basic dress or a skirt. Like, some...
True. Like...
You know, you're gonna have to do it!
But, like... I mean, Adore made it through and she didn't know how to sew, but, like, she slayed it.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
But, like, Adore also was smart enough to ask for help.
That's very true. Very true.
And, like, she learned along the way.
Yeah.
But,
Was
like...
it Bianca that helped her all the time?
Yeah, I think it was Bianca that helped her.
She was so good at that.
I think Bianca was, like, a professional costume designer or something. Like,
Yeah.
had to have been. Like,
Yeah.
she
On point all the time.
clearly knew what she was doing and what worked, like, with her body.
Mm-hmm.
What type of balls would you make out of an outfit?
I played softball, so I'd probably use softball.
Yeah.
Or maybe those, like, crafting. Obviously, we were both in a sorority. You know those little, like, poof ball things?
Oh, yeah.
I would
the
use
poofy
those.
things.
Yep.
Yep.
Or cat toys.
Oh, I like the cat toy idea.
You could, like, jingle when you're out walking.
Yeah, I like that.
What is happening here?
Is she wrapping her entire self in duct tape?
That's gonna hurt.
Oh, I would not want to take that off.
That's smart, though.
What?
I've never seen that.
I have never thought. Oh my god. She's right, though. It made a mold. High fashion balls. So Jade is going to the white party of balls.
I'd be really nervous about, like, walking on the runway and just having it fall off. Like, having random
Things,
wiffle balls,
just like...
popcorn balls just falling all over it. Britta, what are you doing?
Britta looks like she's serial killing some soccer balls. Maybe she had a negative experience in gym. It's taking it out.
Gigi looks really flustered.
But the thing is, I don't think Gigi should necessarily be comparing herself because it looks like other people did it in a different order than she did.
That's
like,
very true.
Other people were kind of doing the accessory stuff first versus she did the base first.
Which actually is probably really smart. Because if it looks more flattering, then kind of like, no matter what you do to the outside of it, it's still going to be super flattering.
Right. But you can't walk down the runway and just a corset.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. Don't think that you're done.
But why do I feel like she's not going to think of
Yeah,
that?
why do I think that she's just going to be like, oh, this is good enough, so I'm going to leave it.
Yeah. So do you think anyone on this season is going to be more... Like, we haven't really seen a whole lot of it yet, but I think it'll come out more later. But anyone that you think would be more kind of picked on, but then end up really, like, blossoming?
I could kind of see it with Aiden.
Me too.
Because I think Aiden's been very reserved so far. and some of the girls seem like, I'm not super sure I know what you do yet.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm excited for a challenge where Aiden feels really comfortable and she can just, like, bust out and be like, actually, I'm super good at acting or comedy or whatever.
That's true. I feel like that's the hard part, too, with Drag Race, is, like, everyone has their own different strengths. So, like, some of them don't even get a chance to show, like, maybe they're fucking hilarious, and we never got to see that.
Right, yeah.
We're thrown into a sewing challenge, and they suck at sewing.
Right, which is, like, what I think happened with, like, James Manson.
Yeah.
He was, like, I think was legit funny, but it didn't really get to a challenge where he could show that.
Yeah. I can see. I'm curious to know, or get to know Gigi more.
Me too.
I feel like she's kind of like me and comes off as, like, very reserved, very kind of, like, to herself, but really, if you get to know her, it's, like, not like that at all.
Yeah. I could totally see that. Like, presents as reserved, but actually, like, there's so much personality underneath.
Yeah. That's me, to a T. I think it's different, though.
Yeah, like, I don't think I've ever seen any makeup like I've seen Rox. I think it's really interesting that the sort of defeminization of Asian men crosses over into drag culture.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about that.
I hadn't thought about that either, even though, like, I remember learning about that in one of my post-colonization courses about how that was one of the ways that Europeans put down Asian culture was by putting down Asian men and sort of saying that they were less feminine or less than the European men, that they weren't sort of the same. And so it sucks that colonization mentality still carries all the way to this day and into, like, a subversive art form where really, like, none of those things should matter.
It just shows, like, how big of a problem it still is, and then you have the people that are denying that it's a problem at all. It's like what really happens in your day-to-day life, especially now with, like, coronavirus crap going around. Fucking president.
Right. Like, called it
Chinese virus
or, like, Kung Flu, which is, like, really disgusting.
Yeah.
And, like, putting stereotypes against a group of people who had nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Like, it has nothing to do with Chinese people or Chinese culture.
It's the same thing as the Spanish flu. It had nothing to do with Spain at all. It actually started in the U.S.
Right! Didn't it start in Kansas City?
Yeah.
In the frickin' Midwest, but nobody calls it
the Midwest flu.
Or the American flu.
Could we call something the American
Petition
flu,
to rename the Spanish flu the American flu.
Yep, we're starting it. Bowling. I didn't think about that.
Okay, yes.
I did not think about that. That's like lesser known than that. That's really cool.
Right, like when I'm thinking balls, I would have think, basketballs or footballs or tennis balls. Wiffle
Golf.
Lacrosse. Bowling ball. I'm so glad that gay sports have not been as impacted by coronavirus.
Right. We have a friend.
Special guest co-star.
No, we're just not gonna do lacrosse.
Lacrosse. I like how it says beaver.
I didn't even catch that.
It makes me happy.
So
I wanted tits. I wanted to have big boobs. She's got a nice fat ass though.
Mhm.
I think it's because she knows how to tailor to her body. Like
that's very true.
That tends to be what makes the difference in clothing is how it's tailored.
That's very true. And how you work it, like on the runway especially. Like if you're not confident in it, you can tell.
Right, yeah. Like what was that? The first outfit that Nina West walked in.
Yeah.
Where it looked like some sort of venereal disease. And, like, you could tell she was trying, but, like, clearly she was not happy with that look.
Yeah. No, just not confident in it at all. Like, at all.
Right. And then that totally shows in the walk.
Yep.
Very different makeup again.
Yeah, that's good. She, like, took the critiques and actually applied it.
Yeah.
Like, it always bothers me when they critique and they don't do anything to change, and then they're mad.
Silky.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, who do you think is the winner?
Gigi?
That was my choice, too.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is that you see it backstage. You see it with her and the other girl. She has all of this personality. It's just not...
on the runway.
Yeah.
And I can see where she's, like, conflicted, because it can be hard to bring that out when you're trying to be, like, high fashion.
Mm-hmm. Too many balls.
What?
I guess that first look saved her? I don't... Okay.
Balls fire.
Yes! Fucking balls everywhere!
What do you think is going through their heads, like, while they're doing this?
I kind of would think it would just be blank of, like, do it, like...
Almost like blackout.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No. What? Oh. Oh. Really?
Is this real life? Honestly, I feel like Britta didn't really bring it that in, like, the lip sync.
I thought that Rock did a better job. I thought she did a better job in the challenge. Oh, she feels so bad. Don't feel disappointed in yourself. You did great. I kind of didn't think she deserved to be in the bottom in the first place.
Me either.
To be honest.
What is your game here, Rue?
Yeah. There were some questionable safes in there, and...
Mm-hmm. So, hopefully you enjoy this as much as we did.
This is super fun videos to make. We're gonna try to get them out as quickly as possible, because I know I like to obsessively watch things as soon as I get done with the episode.
Me too.
Please be sure to like, subscribe, and if you comment, I think that helps the algorithm gods that we are banned to. Can we clack out?
You probably can. And with that, on that note,